Hello, everybody. Good afternoon or evening or whenever you are watching this. This is Central Illinois Weather or Andrew here back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the potential for some severe weather across the region or across portions of the central United States. So let's kind of get going with this. On day 6, we have a severe risk across portions of Oklahoma, Arkansas, southwest Missouri, and into Texas. I do think this will probably get shifted westward a good bit over the next few days. Starting to seem like the main area for Monday is going to be something like this. And Monday is also starting to look less significant, so it's even possible this gets downgraded in later outlooks. Now, if we move on to Tuesday, Tuesday is starting to look like a big-time severe weather day across portions of Arkansas, southern Missouri, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Along with Tuesday, there's also potential for severe weather on day 8 as well. All hazards are going to be possible for both days. Now, let's kind of get into the model guidance here. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video because we're really only taking a look at the ensembles. Now, sorry that I don't have all my tabs up. I just got home. But we can see kind of starting off, we're going to start off and look at Monday, or Tuesday, or sorry, Monday at 7 p.m. And here we go. So here's what the Euro shows. And we're also going to do the exact same thing, but with the GFS. So this is Monday. We're going to first take a look at moisture. GFS and Euro, pretty similar handle. I think the GFS is a little bit more aggressive with the moisture return. Now, kind of looking at 500 millibar and comparing the two as well. Looking at 500 millibar, I think the GFS is a little bit further to the south and also a little bit less progressive, where the Euro is a little bit more progressive. Now, as we move into Tuesday here, it looks like peak timing for Tuesday is going to be in the afternoon. As we can see here, the Euro is again more progressive than the GFS, just by a slight bit. And being more progressive here would actually help the setup out, as it would bring more wind shear, which is a very needed ingredient, into the warm sector. We can see that the GFS being less slow, it draws more moisture further to the north. The Euro still has a significant supply of moisture, though. Looking at the low pressure placement, this is going to be another key thing to the event here. The GEFS is a little bit weaker of a ensemble point, and it's in northern Kansas, while the Euro is stronger and into South Dakota at this point. I think the GFS is probably not as accurate as the Euro, at least at this point. You can see the Euro has a lot of consistency across Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, North Dakota, and into Minnesota. Another thing we'd like to look at here is kind of our surface winds, and they're going to be pretty strong. The mean is pretty strong across Iowa, Missouri, all the way down through Arkansas. This is going to be the severe zone. There might be some severe weather along the low as well. But if we're looking at the mean dew points here, there might be severe weather further north. The GEFS suggests that, but the Euro doesn't. Now, let's look at the 850 millibar support, and it's overlaying the warm sector very well on the Euro with 45 knots being right there. The GFS as well, it has only 40 knots. The Euro has more strength of the low pressure system because of it being stronger, which makes sense. The trough feature is pretty similarly strength on both of these. There's a ridge in the northern in Canada as well, in the eastern United States, a very large ridge, and then we have that trough that's digging down as well. Looking into the upper levels of the atmosphere, we can see we have a very powerful wave at 300 millibars with both of these models. Pretty neutral to maybe negatively tilted in some circumstances as well. This is going to be powering our severe weather threat for Tuesday, which is probably going to be situated generally in here, and maybe going a little bit further to the east as well. Now, Um, Wednesday is also another day to watch across portions of the southern United States into portion mainly across Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and perhaps Alabama. This is going to be this is probably going to be a little bit less significant, but you still need to watch it. The GFS has been very apparent on this being more of a significant setup, though the GEFS isn't. We can see there's a decent area of overlap in Missouri or Mississippi and Arkansas. Looking into the Euro, we also have a same general thing as well. Going into the instability agreement for both for all the days here, not too high right now for Wednesday. It is a little bit high closer to the coast though. As we go into Tuesday though, our instability agreement for Tuesday is pretty high. Um, especially across portions of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Louisiana and Mississippi. The best overlap of everything is probably generally right in here. And again, the GFS is generally on the same direction as well in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and into Mississippi. So we're generally getting a pretty good clue. 6Z on Tuesday, I guess one of the better signal is. Yeah, 6Z Tuesday, which is basically Tuesday at midnight. That's when the best signal appears for the next day. And we can see there's a little bit more uncertainty on how much instability there's going to be. The GEFS is a little bit less apparent what the instability will the Euro is. Most likely area is going to be Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. With the GEFS solution, it's most likely going to be in Arkansas and Oklahoma. Now, going into some of the individual GEFS ensemble members, we can view on College to Do page. We can kind of look and see kind of what all the ensemble members show, at least for like the low pressure strength and stuff. So here we are. Here's our first system. There's another system that also brings in through. Here's Wednesday. Timing is pretty certain on most of these things. As we go into Tuesday, we can see most of them have a pretty strong low across the Nebraska, Kansas, South Dakota region. So there is a lot of spread though. Looking at the ensemble instability in the southern Great Plains here, we can see lots of spread kind of within the solutions. I think we can rule out member 8. I don't think that's going to happen. Way too far west. But other than that, these are pretty realistic. Lots of them have instability going way further to the north as well. And looking at the probability of 1,000 plus Cape, it's getting pretty high across portions of Texas there. As we get into Wednesday, the probability of 1,000 plus Cape is low, but some of the models do have a pretty significant severe weather setup occurring across the Dixie Alley region, which is something to monitor. Here's the mean supercell composite for all the days. It's not super high for really any day right now. Kind of looking at the ensemble. Tuesday is really downtrended. Monday has. Tuesday, it's a little bit uncertain between the models. Kind of varies on the spread and everything. This is a little bit of a shorter video, than usual because we're a lot further out in the event, but if you do like the content that I did provide in the short severe weather update for next week, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.